Hello students, in last lecture you have seen up to the date functions of a MySQL. So today we will see a small part which comes under querying and manipulating data. It means whenever you write queries, there are some words or there are some keywords which are used for filtering data or filtering query from a database. So there are first one using query using group by. So mostly this clause is used with aggregate function. So all of you know about what is an aggregate function. So mean is there, max, then count, sum and average. So these are the aggregate function. So we know that when we use aggregate function, these functions gives data from multiple columns in a single row. Means it is a abstraction of data of a database. So in a case of aggregate function, whenever you want to make groups of those data, then in that case we can use the group by clause. So let us see how it is used. So it groups a set of rows into a set of summary rows by value of column or expressions. So it returns one row of each group. So let us see one example. Select name comma roll number from student. So it is a simple query. It will gives all records from for a name and roll number from the student table. But whenever you know you write a following command, which is a select name comma department comma some salary from employee where salary is greater than 10,000, and afterwards we have written group by department. So see, first there are two parts in a query. First one, select name department sum of salary from employee where salary is greater than 10,000. So that is a basic query. In this query, we once we write this query, it will give answer in the form of name, department and sum of salary. But it will calculate all addition of all employees salary. But in that we want such a salary department wise. So in that case we can write group by department. So above query gives records group by department and total salary of each department. So the group by clause must appear after the from and where clauses of a select command. So keep in mind this using group by or another words, these are used to get data from a database. Next one is a having clause. So the having clause is used in the select statement. See, same like group by clause, having is also used with the select statement to specify filter conditions for a group of rows or aggregates. So the having clause is often used with the group by clause to filter groups based on the specified condition. Means we have seen with aggregate functions we can use a group by clause, and with group by clause whenever you want to provide a specific condition, in that case only you can use the having clause. Next one is using order by clause. So that we have seen in 11th standard also. Order by, in case of order we can assign our data or show our data in two orders. One is a descending order, second one is a ascending order. So when you use select statement to query data from a table, the result set is not sorted. So it means that the rows in the result set can be in any order. Means whatever you write query, based on that it will show the answer. So to sort data in order in two orders, it may be ascending or it may be descending. In that case only you can use the order by clause. So there are two keywords. One is a ASC. So ASC stands for ascending and the DESC stands for descending. So whenever you just write select star from student, order by roll number, so it will arrange that data in a ascending order. Means by default order by gives records in a ascending order, but when you want to show data in descending order, in that case you need to write DESC or descending after the query. So it will shows data in descending order. So these are the three clauses which are used to assign data or show data in a proper order. First one we have seen group by clause, second one we have seen having clause, and the third one is a order by clause. Next, move towards operations on relations. So all of you know about the relations. So relation means tables, or when we are accessing more than one table, in between this table we need to create some relation. So first operation is a union, or you can or you can tell that it is an addition or the combining of results. So union is used to combine the result of two or more select statements. So however, it will eliminate duplicate rows from its result set. In case of union, number of columns and data types must be same in both tables. So when you want to perform union operation on a tables or on a relation, some conditions are there. First condition, the number of columns and data types of columns should be same. And once you apply this, it will eliminate duplicate rows from a result or the database. So see here, one example is given: table first and table second. Table first contain ID, name, same columns and same number of columns in second table. So values are 1 Abhi, second Adam. Here also 2 Adam and third Chester is there. So how to write query for that? Let us see. Select star from first. First means it is a table name. Union, select star from second. So it will give answer 1, 2, 3 and Abhi, Adam and Chester. So here record number 2 in a first table and record number 1 in second table, it is the same. That's why it is removed, and total number of records given are 3. Let us see the Venn diagram. Here it will get it will combine all the records which are present in both table. Next one is a intersect, or we can call it as it is a elimination or the minus operation. So this operation is used to combine two select statements, but it only returns the records which are common from both select statement. Means in this case it will shows a common records from a both table. In case of intersect, the number of columns and data types must be same. Like union, here also we need to have a column name should be same and data types of those columns should be same. Let us see the example. Select star from first, intersect, select star from second. So it will give the answer to Adam, because in that both table only one record is there which is common between both tables. So let us see the Venn diagram, which will shows it is a common part in two statements or two tables. Next one is a minus operation. So the minus operation combines results of two select statements and returns only those in the final result which belongs to the first set of the result set. It means let us see the example. Select star from first minus select star from second. So here it will shows record which is a 1 Abhi, because it will remove common record as well as records of a second table. So remaining record, which is a left hand side table, it is a 1 Abhi is there. So minus means it will take it will remove common part and as well as second table all records, and it will take remaining part of first table. Next one is a Cartesian product. So in set theory you know about what is a Cartesian product. So Cartesian product means it will combine records of first table with all records of second table. So it is also referred as a cross join. It returns all rows in all tables listed in the query. Each row in the first table is paired with all the rows in the second table. This happens when there is no relationship defined between the two tables. So see two tables, demo and demo 1. Records are 1 second. Here addresses are there, address Mumbai, Pune, and the contact numbers. So how to write query? Select ID, comma name, comma address, comma contact number from demo, comma demo 1. So now we want all columns from table demo as well as table demo 1. So in that case it will shows record, total 4 record will be shown, but whenever you see table number 1 or a table demo, it contains two records, and table demo 1 contains two record. So here first row of first table get combines with all records in a second table. Then same thing for second row, which get combines with all rows of second table. So it will gives Cartesian product, and it will affect your data type, it will affect your database size. So in that case, there are another joins are used, which are called as a union joins. So inner joins are there. So when you use inner joins, it will get records which are common between the tables or the query. It is the last part of this unit or the lesson. It is a joins. A join clause is used to combine rows from two or more table based on the related column between them. So see, there are four joins are there. One is the inner join. So it returns records that have matching values in both table. So it will shows only matching values or the common values present between both table. Next one, left outer join. So it returns records from the left table and the match records from the right table. Means left means a first table, so it will shows all records of first table, means remaining records of first table and the common records between both tables. Next one is the right outer join. So it returns all records from the right table and the match records from the left hand table, which is opposite of left outer join. And the last join is a full outer join, returns all records when there is a match in either left